What's up, YouTube world? This is your boy Gold to the Dizzy, bringing you my Night of Champions predictions. Night of Champions just a few short hours away, coming to you live from Buffalo, New York, I believe, the hometown of BETH Phoenix. So far, we got 7 big matches signed, and I really don't see the WWE adding any more matches, although they very well could, especially after watching SmackDown last night, seeing the two Sin Caras face off with one another. That would be very cool to see a Sin Cara versus Sin Cara match, although, it's going to be a bit too soon to just give them a match right off the bat like this without having any other type of interaction with one another. But that would be a good match to see, probably at a later date though. Anyways, 7 big matches. The great thing about this Night of Champions pay-per-view is that finally every championship is being defended. And I know on previous Night of Champion pay-per-views that wasn't always the case. So it's nice to see that all titles are being represented on this pay-per-view. So let's get started. The first match, the WWE Divas Championship. Kelly taking on the hometown girl of Beth Phoenix. Now, let's be honest. This Divas division is being overhauled, and the best two people to overhaul this Divas division is Beth Phoenix and Natalya. So, Beth Phoenix should have won the championship the last time around, but she didn't. So this time, I think she's definitely going to get the win, and we will see a new Divas champion. Next up, we have the WWE Tag Team Championship match. Air Boom taking on the Awesome Truth. Wow, this is going to be a good match. Both of these teams really work well with one another. I love the Miz and R-Truth's chemistry on the mic. They are just pure gold anytime they are together shooting a promo. They also have the better overall mic work and personality inside that ring. Sure, Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne are great inside the ring wrestling. They are definitely great, but they just don't have a personality. And I think that's where the Miz and R-Truth will come in and win the tag team championship simply because they just make for better champions in my opinion. So I think we'll see new tag team champions crowned, and that being the Awesome Truth. Next up, we have the Fatal 4-Way United States Championship match. Dolph Ziggler, Alex Riley, John Morrison, and Jack Swagger. You got Dolph Ziggler, the U.S. champion, putting his title up against 3 other guys. So you know that Dolph Ziggler's chances of winning this match are pretty slim. But the competition he has, to be quite honest, really isn't all that great. Jack Swagger, let's face it, Jack Swagger is a former world champion, and no one really remembers that title reign. And then you got John Morrison, a guy who's prone to injury, and a guy who really lacks in the personality and charisma department. I would be more happy to predict that John Morrison would win if he was able to cut it on the mic. But let's face it, champions have to be able to talk themselves up on the mic. They have to be able to do the damn thing, not only in the ring, but also on that microphone. And then you got Alex Riley. The only other guy in this match that I could see winning is Alex Riley. Alex Riley, the new guy, in the WWE, and a guy that actually he's pretty damn good. I like his in-ring work. Sure, he's new, he's green, but he's gonna learn over time, and he definitely has a personality, no doubt about it. But I'm gonna be quite honest. I definitely want to see Dolph Ziggler retain this title, simply because Dolph Ziggler is the fucking man, guys. He is awesome, and sure, Dolph Ziggler is going to hold on that United States Championship title, and hopefully this will catapult him to better success, maybe a possible world title run in the future. But yeah, I definitely see Dolph Ziggler retaining the United States Championship. Next up, the Intercontinental Championship match, Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase. Well, you knew it was going to happen. You knew Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase were going to square off against one another sooner or later, and we're going to see it this Sunday. Now, Cody Rhodes, Ted DiBiase are both second generation wrestlers. They're both former members of Legacy. They've got some history with one another. And Cody Rhodes, he has been just pure magic on the mic ever since he turned heel, ever since he turned into that disfigured character, if you will. Ever since he started donning the mask and changed his theme music, he's been pretty damn entertaining in my book. And Ted DiBiase, here's a guy, to me, he's just a generic wrestler. And I hate to say that, but nothing about him stands out. Sure, Cody Rhodes is able to pull out that aggressive side out of Ted DiBiase. He's been on Ted DiBiase for the last several weeks, and Ted DiBiase is finally showing a lot more aggression in the ring, but I just don't think it's time for him to become an Intercontinental Champion. It's kind of like taking the championship off of a thoroughbred and putting it on a donkey. You know what I mean? And I don't mean no disrespect to Ted DiBiase, because Ted DiBiase is a great wrestler. He just needs a lot more work on that personality. So I'm picking Cody Rhodes to retain the IC Championship. Alright, next up we have the WWE Championship match. Alberto Del Rio taking on John Cena. Wow, here we go. Well, I don't want to see John Cena win the title yet again. I really don't want to see that happen. I'm hoping that Alberto can somehow pull out a victory. Now, I'm not sure how this match is going to go down. I don't really have a single inclination. I just know that typically when John Cena is in championship matches and he is the challenger, he usually wins. But with CM Punk, trying to usher in this new era, and Triple H as well, having John Cena become champion yet again is kind of like taking 5 steps back. They're going so many steps forward, and it's great to see. I just don't want to see him start backpedaling. So I'm going to pick ADR to retain the WWE Championship. How is that going to happen? I don't know. I'm going to assume that maybe we'll see some DQ action, although I hate to see that kind of thing happen on a pay-per-view. But as long as ADR is still champion, I don't care what happens. Next up, World Heavyweight Championship match. Randy Orton and Mark Henry. I am looking forward to this match. I think that Mark Henry has been excellent these past several months. It's crazy how just a simple change in a character can make someone so much better. We've seen it time and time again. We've seen it with R-Truth. We've seen it with Sheamus. And now we've seen it with Mark Henry. Mark Henry used to be that guy that everyone loved. The guy that would always smile. Show that smile, Mark Henry. That's all we want you to do. Well, he's turned that smile upside down, and now he's just turned into a bamf. And if you don't know what a bamf is, it's a badass motherfucker, because Mark Henry has been on a rampage the last several months, taking out everyone. And let's be honest, Mark Henry has been in the WWE for the past 15 years, and he hasn't really done much, with the exception of these past few months. So it is going to be kind of hard to see Mark Henry as champion all of a sudden. But I think he's done just enough to have a title reign. Randy Orton and Christian, they had their battle. Christian was the guy that's been in the company for 16, 17 years, and he finally won a championship. I can kind of see the WWE doing the same thing with Mark Henry. Well, not necessarily the exact same thing, but I can see them giving the championship to a guy that's been in the business for a while. Mark Henry, he can still go. And when's the last time that we've ever seen a monster champion such as Mark Henry? I think it's been a long time. I just think it would be great to see Mark Henry as champion, to be quite honest. But you have another side of this coin. You have all these people that Mark Henry has decimated over the past several months. Big Show, Kane. I could definitely see possibly the Big Show coming back, trying to get some revenge on Mark Henry for taking him out all those weeks ago. That very well could happen. Which, if that does happen, then you got Randy Orton still as champion, which I guess that wouldn't be that bad. But I tell you what, I'm going to stick to my original pick. I'm going to stick with Mark Henry winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Finally, we have the no disqualification grudge match. CM Punk taking on Triple H. Wow, this is going to be the match of the night, and I'm guaranteeing you this is going to be the main event. What in the world is going to happen with this match? I have no idea. So many possibilities. You have the possibility of Kevin Nash putting his nose into the business of Triple H, especially since Triple H, quote unquote, fired him. And of course, you have the possibility of Triple H losing this match and losing his position as COO. Well, let's be honest, guys. Triple H is not going to lose his COO position. There's no way that's going to happen. Not anytime soon. So, something's going to happen in this match that will definitely keep him as the COO. You know, I wish I had a better idea of how this match is going to play out, but unfortunately, I just don't have any idea. I just hope for an exciting match. This is no disqualification. Triple H is no stranger to matches like that. CM Punk, he can hold his own in the ring. I just want to see these two guys go in there and totally kick each other's asses for a good 30 minutes. But that's just me. Now, the winner, man, that's a tough question. Triple H, he's the older generation going up against the newer generation in CM Punk. CM Punk's been babbling on and on about change in the WWE, you know, getting rid of the old ways of doing things and ushering in, you know, this new ideal of thinking. It would just be awesome to see CM Punk get the win. Triple H doesn't really need any more wins under his belt. So I'm going to pick CM Punk to win. I also think maybe something will happen with Triple H. You know, I said earlier that someone might interfere. Yeah, I'm still sticking with that. But anyways, these are my predictions. Let me know yours in the comments below. Give me your thoughts and opinions. This is Gold Izzy. Peace out.